Hello people, this is Amner Hunter from Amner Hunter Studios. Welcome to another video tutorial of audio mixing or mixing music. As you know, we're mixing this heavy power metal song from the band Dark Ride. It's a really awesome song, and just as a reminder to you, on the description of all of my videos of these tutorials are the links for you to download the multi-track files, alright? So you can practice along with me. And remember that the more you practice on mixing and as an other thing on your life or as a musician, the better you get, right? So I highly recommend to download the files and so you can go practice along with me, all right? So I have the session here. I haven't moved anything since our previous video, which was about guitars mixing, right? Rhythm guitars and lead guitars. I highly recommend also to check those previous videos. Right now, we're going to talk about mixing vocals. We're going to mix the lead vocals and the backing vocals. All right. So I'm going to go to the mixer, and well, I'm just going to play a little bit of the song for you guys, so you can listen to the progress we have till today. Right, I'm going to show this area of the song. Right. Going to okay. All right, a huge difference, right? By bypassing all of the equalization changes, you have a big change on the song, right? So let's jump up to the vocals. All right, let's start with the lead vocals. Right, I'm going to use the equalizer that I have here on the vocal lead box bus. Right, uh, that's the high pass filter and low pass filter. And all right, what I'm going to do is to go find maybe a frequency around this area that may cause boxiness again. Um, Boxiness is a common thing on all of the instruments. So with the technique of equalization, uh, like sweeping and cutting, and you can get rid of those bad frequencies, all right? So let's go to the vocals, and let's do this on mono, okay?
Time. Burning bridges, fire in my soul. Burning bridges, forget about control. Crawl, time after time. Burning bridges.
All right, I found that frequency around 500 hertz, 492 to be exact. And remember to do all these equalization changes in mono and with the mixing context. All right, not spend so much time on the with the solo button enabled. All right.
There's fire in my soul.
You have to do these changes in context of a mix. All right. I just want to put the solo here, to listen to the voice in solo. Sorry, just to check out if I'm correct. But I tried to not spend a lot of time uh, equalizing and everything in solo. All right. Okay, let's make a cut right there.
Burning bridges, forget about control. Crawl, time after time. Burning bridges, fire in my soul. Burning bridges, forget about control. Crawl, time after time. Burning bridges, fire in my soul.
All right, just trying to compensate the volume I lost by doing this cut. All right, something that I like to do also to the vocals is to add some brightness. All right, um, the vocals are pretty well recorded. All right, they sound excellent. And they don't need much of a change. I don't need to fix stuff because the vocals are already being recorded very awesome. So I just want to add a little bit of brightness to make the voice shine a little bit in the mix, and I'm going to use a high shelf. All right, high shelf like this, and I like to set it around 7K or 8K. Let's check it out.
Crawl, time after time. Burning bridges, fire in my soul. Burning.
All right, a little bit more of brightness right there, and I wouldn't do this shelf if the singer would have like the S's very strong, very annoying. But if the vocalist doesn't have that S's very annoying or loud, I could do this easily on the vocals. All right.
Bridges, forget about control.
A little bit of brightness and a little bit of all the air in the vocals is right here, so it's going to make it a little bit to shine more in the context of a mix. Let's check it out. It's a very subtle change, but in the context of a mix, it will make a change, a cool change, right? And something I like to do this here is to add a little presence to the vocals, right? By boosting frequency between 1K and 4K, maybe, where the presence is. And I just have to find the sweet spot here, like the key point or a frequency that I like. So let's go check for that frequency. I don't need a very big boost, so I just wanna like 2.5 dB maybe. Uh, you can experiment, of course. All right, let's check it out and solo a little bit.
I'm burning bridges, fire in my soul. Burning bridges, forget about control. Crawl, time after time. Burning bridges, fire in my soul.
All right. With on time, you are going to be educating your ear. All right, and you will learn that, and eventually, with experience, um, you will know which frequencies you like and which frequencies you are not. Like for example, by doing this boost, remember that this is the technique that we use to hunt bad frequencies, but also on the way you can find frequencies that are pleasant to your ear, right? And just for example, I found this frequency to be like cool, you know. I don't have to do this extreme boost, but if I lowered it a little bit, like here, maybe 3 decibels.
Burning bridges, forget about control.
It adds like a little presence right there. So let's check out the voice, the vocals without EQ.
Crawl, time after time. Burning bridges, fire in my soul. Burning bridges, forget about control. Crawl.
Right, it's a subtle change, but the vocal is more bright and more present to me. And all right, let's check it out in context of a mix. All right, I listened that the voice is more clear, and it's a very subtle change because the vocals didn't need a lot of EQ, and not because the recordings were very well. But all right, let's check it out here. If you feel that that is a little bit quiet, you can gain stage here the vocals. All right, and with a little bit of decibels up here, 1 or 2 decibels, and with these EQ changes, I feel that the vocals are more present, more like in your face, and well, that's about it with the lead vocals.